Oh, hello, 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 and welcome. It's Keisha here, and finally, I'm doing a YouTube live. Promised you yesterday, but didn't due to technical difficulties. Hi, Nadine, how are you, darling? Um, oh, this is lovely. So, today I'm gonna be doing the well-promised Valentine Day makeup look. I'm gonna be doing a Valentine Day makeup look. I've had it posted on my Facebook, and I've got this sideways, so it seems as if I'm not looking properly. But hello. I'm going to start by doing my brows. Excuse me if I'm not getting it right, because this is a totally different setup to the Facebook. Let me see if I can zoom in, because I'm going to start with the eyes. Ooh, here we are. I'm going to start by doing my brows. Is the focus okay? I'm hoping. Let me just give this a nice. Right. Okay. I'm going to start with the brows, and I'll be using a Morphe eyebrow pencil. Let me see. There it is. And this is in the shade Mocha. And I like to brush my brows. I'm brushing them up so I can get my bottom line. Please. The focus. I hope it gets better. Oh. See how that works. And I like to brush down. And I like to get my top done. Let me see if I try and zoom it back out. Okay, let me try that and see if it's a better focus. I will learn from this one, my people. So yes, I'm Keisha Greaves. I've got a group called Flawless Beauties on Facebook. And my passion is makeup. Makeup and hair, anything creative. I love singing, all of that sort of stuff. So the focus is sort of a bit off, and I don't know how, but I suppose it'll get there. So feel free, because I'm not sure how this works as yet, to invite friends. I think I'll be doubling up on the brows with one of my favorite powders. It is actually an eyebrow eyeshadow powder. There are two shades I like to use. Okay, I'm zooming it out because I'm thinking that it's probably affecting the quality of the picture. So second time around it will be better, hopefully. Okay, let me get my hands on one of these brushes here. How's everybody doing? It's like I see someone and then I don't. I'm going to take this palette. It's a unique palette and there are two colors. It's an eyeshadow palette, but I like to use these two shades. Trying to read backwards: Arrogant and Brave. And I'm going to fill my brows in. Arrogant, the lighter shade, I like to put at the front of my brow. And as I go back, I like to add the Brave, the deeper one. And I love these shades because I feel that they're quite a natural. Let me use the mirror on this because my mirror is behind this camera, so I can be precise. And I'm just using a slanted brush to apply the color. All right, so you see the difference. It's added a little bit of depth. Let me get the Arrogant, the lighter color. I'm adding it to the front. And don't worry if it, you know, gets a bit messy, because you could always tidy up. Then I go in with the Brave as I go towards the end. Hello, Lorraine, how are you? So there we go. I'll just pretend that it's a Facebook Live, I suppose. All right. Thank you. That is good to hear. I like it. So we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day look, like it says in the thumbnail. I'm even trying to get that sorted. Bear with me. This is a learning curve, okay? So I like to just brush because I don't like it to be too heavy at the front of the brow. You want it to have sort of natural. You know, it's your brow hair is a lighter. Well, mine is at the front. Then I'm just brushing the powder through. Okay. And trust me that today of all days, I'm just praying that everything goes perfectly. So how is everyone? I'm not seeing anyone. Well, the words come on and then they go off. So I don't know. I'm now going to tidy up the brow. Tidy up the brow. And I've got my, found my brush that I normally use. It's got the slanted end and that's the flat end. And this is a unique brush because there's some brushes, as long as the job is done, I can get the job done. I don't stress. But to tidy up my brows, I'm going to be using butterscotch, and this is a conceal Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I love it. I think it's a perfect match. I like to take the brush and I use a flat end and touch a bit of product, and then I like to go under with a steady hand. I may stop talking for a bit so I can get it. And I think I need a mirror because my screen is a bit blurry. Let me see. To make sure I'm getting it. And I was planning to come on with the brows already done. But let's just give you everything. I haven't been on a live for a while. And I know you say you miss me. So, and I like to drag it down. So if you've got dark lids, this is a way to tidy up the lid. I didn't put too much on, but whatever little I've put on, I've like pulled it down. I've got my little sponge and I do like to dampen it. And I like to blend it out. You see, it's nice and clean. And there we go. I'm going to tidy up the other side now. Using the same. And those who know me, I'm always breaking out into something or the other, so that's just me. Trying to concentrate. Dragging it down. Each to their own. I'm not one for halo brows. using my sponge. I think this is a Real Technique sponge. Okay. And I'm just going to use a brush. Whatever's on it, because I don't like a big blob on the top. I'm using it just to tidy. Okay, so you see the other side, using it like an eraser. And there we are. Okay. Now, don't worry so much about between the eyes, because you're gonna be I normally take my brush. I haven't put anything on, you know, where I do the fading at the front. That can be sorted later. But I'm going to do a little bit of evening. So just here, I use a brush that I used before with the powder. I just brush it. Just looking. Just like that. Another thing I like to do with my brows, I like to use a brow gel, and the brow gel just helps to keep the brows in place. You can use this one is it's rubbed off, an Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's brown, but I'll wipe off the brush and let me use this. I'll just brush it upwards and over in the direction that my hairs grow. I just think it gives it that natural look. Really groomed look. And this brow looks like there's a little tiny indentation just there. Okay. So that's it for the brows for now. Oh, sorry. I'm going to now work on my lids, my smoky eyes. And I'm going to do it this way. I like to use my Inglot number 77, which is a dark. It's a gel liner, but I'm going to use it as a sort of base. Okay, I'm going to use this eye base. I'll just grab one. There's so many. I'm going to use this Kiko Eye Base, and I'm going to apply it on my lid. I'll share that between both, I suppose. There's so many different products that you can use. Okay. Now, I will be using this Pixie palette, and there's a color. Let me see, the name's at the back. It's so let me see. Snowflake Bobby. Honey Bear. It's called Honey Bear, that one. I'm going to be using that, and I'll be applying it over my lid. It's a soft brown, so get a little bit of, it's a neutral color, quite soft, so I like that as a transition color. And I'm gonna do the same on this. Maybe I should have just placed this a little bit more center. Yeah. Okay. And I'm building, so I'm going to go in and take this, what it's called, brick, and I'm going to drop just a little bit below Good Morning. Is it? No, Honey Bear. Because even though I'm doing smoky eyes, I like for it to sort of, you know, go from dark to soft the edges. I don't just want to have black eyes. So there. And I'm gonna now take this color. I only saw the name yesterday after I use it. It's by Illamasque, and it's that red. It's called Damon. Daemon. I'm gonna take that and I'm going to go right there. And I use the tip of the brush and place it. I've got heavy lids, and so I like to place it where my crease would be if I had one. I normally have to create one. I'm going back into brick. And then back into honey bear. I'm taking a clean brush and I'm going to just blend it. The edges, honey bear, and okay. Now to the Inglot 77 Blackest of Black gel liner, which I absolutely adore. Don't know what brush that is, but it's that flat brush. And I'm going to take some of this, and I should get something, and I like to place that on my lid. I've got to work pretty quickly. I place it on my lid, and then I blend it out outward. And I start blending the edges out so it softens the edges, just the edges, so it's blending into the red. They go in between them before it dries, just to make sure that the edge of the black is not too harsh. So you could use that, or you could use a black eyeliner pencil. I'm gonna go in with the one that I used, the red. I'm gonna go back into the red. And I'm gonna blend it in to there. Now that's not it, because I'm gonna go in with a black powder, and this is just how, well, one of the ways I do it. I'm going into my Pixie palette, and I'm going into this color. It's like a black, but it's got like sparkles, and it's called Night Night. Night Night. And I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to tap into that. I tap on both sides, and I am going to put that on top of my lid. I turn the brush over and tap the color on the other side. Now back to the same brush I used to apply the Demon Red, and I'm blending the edges out. I don't want there to be any harsh lines, so okay. I am going to clean. Maybe I'll just grab another one, and what did I use? I'm trying to remember what I used for the look today. It may be slightly different, but I'm going to go into this color here, which is called Snowflake. I'll touch the tip of that brush, and I'm going to just put it right underneath my arch. So you see, right under there. Try it down on the outer. It's just right. I'm gonna highlight the arch a little bit. I'll do the same. I like to just draw it down on the edge, but I like it to just stay nice and tucked there. Make sure. Now I'm going back to number 77, and I'm going to take this liner brush I should just do this to make sure that I'm on.
Hi, I'm Minnesota Olympian Carrie Tellefson.
Oops. Let us see. So I've got my little pencil brush. Checking that everyone's aware. Okay. And I'm going to be drawing in my around my eyes. A wink. I'm not the greatest when it comes to wing liner. It's hit and miss. Now that's one. And we'll go on the other side. We'll look there and make sure. All right. Okay. Now, oh, okay. Okay. Right, so I think that is, I'll leave the eyes for now, and I'll finish it up later after I've put on my foundation. Now I've got some spots spots on my okay, that's better. Let me zoom so you could see. Okay, the wings are not looking too bad. All right, so I'm gonna put on, oh, let me get this. I am going to put on the rest of my get up groups. To put on, let me just tidy. Okay. My concealer. Now I'm using the same concealer, Butterscotch, and that's in the Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer. All right. And I've learned this from Jackie Aina. I like to put it on. I've put a lighter shade. This one is called Warm Sand. Just to add a little bit of brightness. The other one is like my perfect skin tone. And I find that in the foundation, I find a match for my skin in the concealer. It's multi-purpose. I could use that as a foundation. I'm using a deeper shade, and I use it as a contour shade, and this one's called Toffee. I like my finish to be quite a natural finish. Now, I've got spots, and what's her name? I've seen her do it. She always uses a darker concealer to cover up her dark spots. So I'm gonna try that. And I've got pigmentation around my mouth. So just do that. And while the concealer is sort of getting tacky, I'm not going to leave it too long. I will go in with the did I move it back? I dropped it. My foundation. And my brush. I'm using the Morphe M439 brush. I love it because I love to apply my makeup with the blender. But when I went into the store at this time, see, there's another one. I've got two because they I said to the guy, I do love to apply my foundation with the sponge, and he's like, okay, this would be a good brush for you because it gives that finish. I like that finish. I'm using Brulee. There's another one I can't put my hand on it. I think I dropped something. I think people are having a bit of a problem seeing, or so they say. I think it's time to blend out. Concealer. I'm going to go in with the blender. We've got to be careful around here. Okay, on this side. I'll get my little so I can go in. Okay, yeah. Blend out well. Trying light to the center of my face. All right, I've got this cute little. Okay, as soon as I say cute, where is the cutie pie gone? all here waiting for me, and now playing hide and seek. That's not you. Let me just have to use this. So I got this, there, looking at me. So it's this Morphe M164, and I love it to do those little areas like my nose when I'm contouring. I love it because it's so neat. And if you've got tiny areas that you need to go into, it's perfect. It is perfecto. C'est magnifique. I'll just blend it. Now, center my nose, I like to just use the tip. Make sure. Get that. There, we've blended it. I go back in with my foundation brush. Okay, let me go back a bit. And I'm blending out the edges of my concealed areas. And just underneath, I'm going to blend out this brush is a super cover. This one is a blusher brush, like super cover makeup brush by Zaf. So I'm just blending it super nice. Okay, I like to do my jawline. So if you have any worries about double chin, it just adds a bit of shadow. So where you put the deeper color, it pulls it back. Some people naturally have that chin. So that's a way of snatching. All right. I'm gonna go back again and put, it's not even a full pump, but a little. I'm going right underneath. I've contoured. Make sure that I've the edges of my highlighter is blended. Now I usually do this with my blending brush, but with this blending sponge, but with this brush, it does it. It truly does what the guy said that it would do, and it gives me that flawless finish. Just sending a message. All right, so that's done. I'm going to go over my concealer and I'm going to put some powder, making sure that it's all nice and smooth, no creases. And my forehead, and I'm going to go there. I'll be using my Illamasque brightening eye secret brightening powder to set my under eyes. And they've got them in different shades. And I like to pat it in. In the center of my face. So I've done that. I am going to use my Morphe Brontour Vlogger. It's called. It's got these two, bronzer and contour, and I'm going to use that. And I'm going to powder contour my face. I have to do it upwards as it fades. I'm going over the edges, the circumference of my face and bronzing it up. Just a little extra. And if you want to really make your contour pop, you can go in with the powder right underneath your contour. I'll show you in a minute. You want your makeup to stay, and I'm going to use a brush, squeeze it a bit, and just do my nose contour. See? Okay, I'll show you. I'm taking my little triangle, and this is the Long Time No Shine. It is translucent setting powder, Lancome. And I'm going to use that, and I've just tapped it in the cover, and I'm going to put it right under my contour. So that really snatches. It makes it more pronounced. and I like to use that all over my face, but I'm gonna go in with my, this is mineralized skin finish, and I'm gonna use this. It's actually a bronzing brush, but it's nice and wide, and I like to go in and brush away any excess. So, and I think it just brings everything together. Yeah, there we have it. So you see the eyes, though smoky, are not too harsh. They're like a soft smoke. I am going to go in now with the powder, long time no shine powder, and I'm gonna brush that all over my face. I dip my brush on the mother top. And I love it. So I have a sort of favorite glow palette, and it's the Too Faced Peach. I love peach. I love peach on my skin, on our skin tone, deep skin tone. So let me show you inside. There's that, and I like to highlight with that one, or mix. But I think the peach gives such a youthful glow. I'm gonna add something else, but I love the peach. Can you see? I love it. That youthful glow. Yes. I'm gonna take up this other this one is Capture Your Glow. Are you? Now I'm going to do my highlighter. La 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 la. I'm using this brush. Can I remember? This one is a Contour B. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use my Too Faced highlighter, and I like to just do it just there. So when the light hits my cheeks, I like to just do a little above my brow, just there. And I like to do I love to highlight my Cupid's bow. I love my Cupid's bow. And just that part of my nose, you know, where the light would just hit. Go more. Can you feel it? All right. Sure that I've brushed. I am going to line my eyes. I could use the black gel pot, but I'm going to use this Kiko Intense Black Eyeliner. I'm gonna align my waterline. I love Kiko pencils. They're so... They just go out. So yes, and then I'm going to go in with my Honey Beer from my Pixie palette, and I'm going to add some of that color on my lower lash line. Don't just mimicking the top bit. This is a brick. Okay. And I'm going to go in with a tad bit of that diamond. Doesn't want to open up to me now. All right, there we are. I'm not putting lashes on. I could. I'm putting lashes on. I didn't plan to, and I don't want to do it, and it just embarrassed me like that. But I want to put on my mascara, and I'll be using the Epic Waterproof Mascara, which I love. You don't know whether your date is going to do something that makes you cry with joy. You don't want your mascara to be running. gonna go in with a second. Okay, do the bottom once more, and we're loving the way that looks. And now for the best part. Is it the best part? So we're going to do the lips, and we're going to get those beautiful red hot lips. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go in. I found raisin. I'm going to pop a little bit of raisin on the cheeks. Going a little bit deeper, you know, a little. Yes. Yes. Okay. So for the lips, we're going in with Melted Matte by Too Faced, and it's in Lady Balls, and it's a red I absolutely love. So here we are. Here we are. Look, it's on this doe foot applicator. But I'm gonna use my brush. Oh, okay. I know I've seen some people erase their Cupid's bow. I love my Cupid's bow. I love the shape of my lips, so I like to make sure that it's shown off. My lips are huge. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks to Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria Solcott. And all of my cousins, shouting out to Denise and Sonia. The Silkwood's trademark these beautiful lips. Never hated them, never will. Can you see that beautiful, and it dries, it's not drying, and it stays put all day. Yes? Beautiful. So let me have a once over, make sure that's everything. The brow is wanting to misbehave a bit. Make sure she is in her place. It's the final once over. And make sure the hair's fixed. And we've got to pop in a pair. Let me see. It's not the same. I'll pop these ones in. And these beauties. Handmade creations by Marcia Lauren Finn. Marcia Lauren Finn. And she's fantastic. So creative. You'll find out when you watch my lives. If you're new, that I love jewelry, handmade. And here we are. I'm going to spray my face. Set Hangover 3-in-1. And I like to really douse my face. It's nearly done my all-nighter. I love this because okay, your makeup it does what it says on the bottle. So your makeup lasts all night. All night. And I'm reaching for my little fan because I like to soak it. And then I like to dry it. Oh. And we'll try and do a zoom in so you could see. But this is the finished look. And this is our Valentine Day date night look or day. And this fan, just in case you're wondering, my darling, what's her name? I actually purchased this at Afro Hair and Beauty, and her name was just on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember, but I will at some point. I'll put down below if you're interested, but I love, and it matches my earrings. So this is the finished look. This is, let me see. Smoky eyes. There we are. And red lips. So that's a first, and I hope the first of many I'll be doing, trying out different looks and getting used to this live. I've turned the camera that way, so I don't know, it may look like I'm looking somewhere else, but yeah, so this is the look, and I hope you like it, and I'll find out how the other bits and pieces go because I'm new to this YouTube thing, but it wasn't too badly. Thanks for joining me. My name is Keisha Greaves, and I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel, up and coming. You've all asked for it, all my Facebook fans and followers, so I'm here on YouTube now. So please subscribe. Share the link with your friends, ask them to subscribe, and if you want to see all of my my videos when I put them on, notification bell. Tap the notification bell so that you are made aware of any new videos. And also, let me know what you'd like to see in the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again soon. God bless and goodbye. How do I do this now? Okay. How do I stop it? Share.